Good afternoon. I met President Tharman earlier today and accepted the invitation to form the next government of Singapore. I also informed the President of the new cabinet lineup, which I will be announcing today. In assembling this team, I have consulted my colleagues and have sought to balance the need for continuity and renewal. Continuity and stability are key considerations, especially as we are approaching the end of this term of government. All the ministers already have a full plate of work to see through, and some have also just rolled out new programs in their ministries. So to avoid any disruptions, I have decided to keep them in their present roles until the end of the term. And that means I too will retain my portfolio in finance even after becoming Prime Minister. As I had shared previously, both Mr. Lee Hsien Loong and Mr. Teo Chee Hean will be senior ministers in cabinet, and Mr. Teo will also continue as the coordinating minister for national security. As Prime Minister, I will be supported by two Deputy Prime Ministers. Mr. Heng Swee Keat will continue as Deputy Prime Minister, and he will oversee the technology and R&D portfolios in his capacity as Chairman of the NRF. Mr. Gan Kim Yong will be promoted to Deputy Prime Minister. He will take over from me as Chairman of the MAS and will assume responsibility of the strategy group in the Prime Minister's office, which coordinates our policies and plans across the government. I've known both Kim Yong and Swee Keat for many years. I value their advice and counsel, and I'm glad that they will be supporting me as my deputies. Swee Keat, you already know his record in government. We entered politics together in 2011 and worked together in MOE and MOF, as well as in national exercises like the Our Singapore Conversation. Kim Yong, we went through the COVID baptism of fire together, and he was a pillar of strength throughout. Through the course of working together, we've come to get to know each other's working styles better, and in this period of increased geopolitical tensions, his experience in international economics will also help us navigate a more contested global environment. Both Kim Yong and Swee Keat are experienced ministers and will provide a steady hand in this initial period of transition. I will be able to tap on their views and expertise as I take on my new responsibility, and they will also help me to mentor our younger office holder colleagues. Aside from the ministers, I am renewing the lineup for the rest of the team. I am making 3 promotions amongst the junior office holders. Ms. Low Yen Ling and Mr. Desmond Tan will be promoted to Senior Ministers of State, and Ms. Rahayu Mazam will be promoted to Minister of State. I am bringing 2 backbenchers into government. Mr. Murali Pillay will be appointed as Minister of State in the Ministry of Law and Ministry of Transport, and Mr. Sean Huang will be appointed as Senior Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Finance.